I can. Can you hear me okay? Great. Okay. Okay. So will I be able to see him at all, like going through the beginning portions of the segment or no? Okay. So then I'll hear when it's my cue. Yeah, I see him. Okay. Will I know that the slides are up, or how will I know where you're at on that? Okay. Yeah. Great.
Hello, Hub Davo. How are you today?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Tell me where you're calling from, Hope.
I am calling from Frisco, Texas.
Oh, you're just down the
North Dallas.
road.
I am.
Well, that's
Now I
easy. I'm really glad you're not at some like Arctic way station,
can
completely isolated from the rest of humanity.
no,
That would be
nothing,
disappointing.
nothing that terrible.
That's good. No, no.
Oh, little people that I have threatened to stay away during this time. So,
Oh, see, you could be the next big thing to go viral with that, though, Hope.
oh yeah, right. Am I okay as far as the visual and my stream is okay? I'm standing instead of sitting. I know most people sit, and I just don't want to do that. Can you hear me, Rob? Sure. Can you see me okay? It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me now? I hit the video button as opposed to the other button, the call button. So that's the difference. I hit the call button instead of the video button the first time. I apologize.
I I can't hear Barry right now. Oh, okay.
Can you pull? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Larry Brantley. Welcome to your show. That's right, your show. This show is all about you, your business, your customers, and your partners. It's all UCaaS all the time. This is UCaaS Connection. Our guest today, Carano's Hope Davo, sharing insights into effectively communicating your key differentiators, and Rob Shelby from Ring Central. Plus, a new viewer video challenge and some exciting news about upcoming channel events. But first, the headlines. CenturyLink has expanded its voice and real-time communication services to include CenturyLink Engage. Designed primarily for SMBs, CenturyLink Engage offers more than 80 features, including advanced call routing, audio, video, instant messaging, file sharing collaboration, and call center access. According to Michael Robles, CenturyLink's Senior Director of Product Management, Engage enables partners to combine the CenturyLink network with a cloud voice solution to create an integrated experience between the calling software and the transport network for partner customers. It also enables more streamlined deployment for the partner without the need for or the coordination of multiple vendors and activities. Engage is available to business customers in all 50 states with plans for international expansion. Learn more about the expanded solution at CenturyLink.com/engage. Wait, is baseball back? Well, not quite. But the team at Converged Network Services Group are bringing us the next best thing. So I want you to get ready for the virtual event series you've been waiting for. CNSG's Heavy Hitters on May the 6th. That's right, it's a showdown of leaders in the CCaaS space. More than that, it's a battle royale featuring Alex Ball of Genesis, Rusty Jensen of Nicing Contact, and Colin Cadmus of Aircall. Now, not to be outdone, CPaaS focus panel includes Sean Kane of Intellipeer and CJ Dodge of Reteris. No pitches, no boring tech discussions, no PowerPoints, all strategy. You can register at the link on your screen or through CNSG's LinkedIn pages. Now, after weeks of self-quarantining, working from home, and social distancing, the conversation has shifted to the prospect of returning to work. One of the best indicators of this shift is Magetic's announcement that Channelpalooza is returning to Austin, Texas this summer, and the dates have been set, August 5th and 6th. Now we've got Rob DeVita, who's going to join us now with more details, if we can just get him on the line. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Thanks so much for joining us today. Now, so for those of us who don't know, give us a quick description of Channelpalooza.
Sure. Channelpalooza is the industry's only channel event put on by agents for agents. It's a master agnostic social networking event spread over 2 days in Austin, Texas. We have 3 great events spread over 2 days. We start on Wednesday evening with a networking reception. We follow that up on Thursday morning with a networking brunch. And in the afternoon, we have a little bit more fun. We take everyone out on buses to Lake Travis to enjoy a fun day on the lake.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, if someone's new to the event, how would you advise them to prepare for it?
Yeah, this really is a networking only event. Most of the shows I go to, people are forced to sit through hours and hours of the same boring panels just waiting to get to the networking part. We skip the boring part and get right to the networking. Agents want to personally meet and get to know the vendors they're dealing with. The biggest asset that an agent brings to the table are their customer relationships, and they really want to know the vendors personally before trusting them with those relationships. So at the end of the day, it's bring your personality and bring your business cards.
That's a good one. So listen, Rob, how are you preparing for any possible changes based on, changes in the COVID-19 situation?
Yeah, this is tricky. We pushed the event back almost 2 months from the original date in June. We're hoping / believing that we have the majority of the restrictions removed come August. We will adapt as needed, but I can guarantee you we will not cancel 2 days before the event. We'll provide both our sponsors and attendees plenty of time to make travel decisions.
That's great. And finally, Rob, where do people need to go to get information and where to register?
Sure, you can go to channelpalooza.net. We're currently taking vendor sponsors, and registrations for agents will be open on May 15th.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Rob. We'll stay optimistic and plan on seeing you and everybody else this summer. Thanks again for stopping by today.
Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it.
All right.
Stay safe.
Now, as you all know, every provider is pretty much the same. Your services are universal, your products all fall into a one-size-fits-all mold, and you're, okay, I'm kidding, now let's be real. You know that none of that is true, but it is a competitive space, and your customers and partners are looking for anything that makes your solutions unique. Now, Hope Davo knows this because she spent the last 15 years developing strategies and best practices for effectively identifying, understanding, and communicating key differentiators, and she joins us today to talk about it. Hope Davo, welcome to UCaaS Connection.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. Now, as a national channel sales director, who do you focus on in your channel sales?
Sure. So as far as, growing revenue 100% through the channel, my main areas of focus are really the nationwide regional sales teams that we have as a solution provider. Also the national accounts, the strategic accounts that we're aligned with, and really, supporting them at the executive level, building the, sales strategy and how we're going to expand the revenue through that relationship with marketing and other parts of the organization. Also making sure that we're supporting our, trusted telecom advisors, those IT solutions providers, and making sure that they have everything they need to effectively, position our solutions to their customers. And even as far as the end customer, I mean, we are very much, I work on demos, we work on proposals, really trying to understand through the discovery process what the challenges are that the customer is experiencing and how we can, provide a solution for overcoming those. So it's a lot of different areas.
It sounds like it. Now, we talk pretty heavily about the importance of the customer experience, but how important is the partner experience?
Yeah, so, I think when we're talking about, differentiating ourselves in the channel, the partner experience and the customer experience are two very important parts of this equation. I mean, more and more, solutions providers are understanding that they have to be just as obsessed with the partner experience as they are with the customer experience. And channel organizations must deliver on those expectations. So, the reality is, like you said, partners have many options when it comes to UCaaS to go and position with their customers. Customers have lots of options. So how your organization is preparing those partners to really easily integrate with your brand is vital to that relationship and their ability to be successful. So things like training and onboarding experiences, what types of marketing solutions, on-demand tools, and resources that really allow them to plug into your content. Are you providing case studies and vertical specific content, and really just being able to give them all the tools possible to do their job effectively as positioning your brand. It's a very crowded market, so we also, as partners, in those trusted agents and telecom advisors, they have to also utilize those resources in order to really be able to more effectively position and understand where your solution fits best with their customers.
Sure, and it sounds like you intuited my final question for you, but I just want to dig in a little more to why you think the customer experience is more important than ever now in the UCaaS space.
Yeah, so real quickly, I don't know if you have the quote that I had put in the presentation that has Lily Tomlin from a...
There you go.
You got it? Okay,
yeah.
Good. So if you haven't seen this skit from Saturday Night Live, it's from the late 1970s, and it's hilarious. And she is, Lily Tomlin's representing an operator at the phone company, and she says, "We don't care, we don't have to, we're the phone company." So, gone are the days of there's really only one option for businesses or consumers. There's many options, especially in the UCaaS space. So if you haven't seen it, definitely Google it after this, because it's quite hilarious, and the quality was absolutely horrendous, so we didn't show it live here. So, it was not good. But to the point, the great customer experience is now as equally as of a business driver, than probably ever. As a channel partner, or even if you're the advisor or the solutions provider. I mean, there's multiple facets in channel, right, that you have to put the customer experience first. So, it costs a lot more to, they say 25 times to acquire a new customer than to keep a customer and keep that relationship long term. I think we're all striving for that, for those long-term customer relationships, partner relationships. And, today in a truly digital first reality that we're all living in, which much of our industry has been in for some time, the, ability to stay personal with your partners, with their customers, being on those video conferences and, having your camera on, making sure that you're able to build a connection with them and continue to provide more of that personal touch. And be quick to respond. You shouldn't keep people waiting long. I know that the industry is seeing a lot of increase in growth and demand, but making sure to provide accurate and timely responses, and doing whatever it takes to truly serve that, whether it's your master agent and their channel managers, or the solutions providers out there, that you're serving the agents as well, and ultimately the customers, right? So the customer's the end person and part of the equation. So it doesn't stop at the sales order. It really has to continue to go beyond that as well.
Absolutely right, Hope. That was a great answer. And by the way, on a personal note, that was the best use of a Lily Tomlin clip that I have personally ever seen. So thank you for that. That is Hope Davo, National Channel Sales Director with Carano. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. Now you can visit Carano.io to see how they break down the barriers between technology, people, processes, and systems. Now Hope is going to rejoin us later in the broadcast with a very exciting announcement, so stick around. Now, just like you, we love competition. We love to root for the underdog, to boo for the villain, and to celebrate those who emerge victorious. Or maybe we're just missing our daily dose of sports. But never fear, for just like life, sports finds a way.
Little play fake. Jab to the left. Now breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. There's grunting. There's effort. There's everything you want during a quarantine. And now a fumble. This is very close to the butt fumble now that I look at it.
Here they come. They've completed lap number 5. You got Lexi in the lead. Louie tried to track her down. Here's Louie to the inside. He'll back away. Oh, Millie gets in the way. They make contact. Here again, Lexi leading out of turn number 3. Here comes Louie trying to shut it down. Checker flag in the air. Lexi will win by 5 dog lengths.
Lewin, intent on making a contribution to household chores as shelter at home drips into Monday morning. We point out this is not a particular strength for this member of the team, not Lewin's usual position, more of a work and travel guy usually, but with attrition in the household and boredom, he's outside the lines into the dishwasher. Decent start with the stacking of the big plates, 3 little plates on top of each other, and he's right to the silverware already. Interesting strategy, but here he comes.
Wayne clearly toying with his opposition. Rocco doesn't seem to have a chance. Now he's got it. A bullseye. It's happened. Tom Martin has stunned himself. Grabs them all. There's one. One is in. One's no problem. We can all do that. There's 2. Mildly impressive.
24 seconds on the clock. The old El Paso taquito almost ready. A giddy sense of anticipation here in Josh's kitchen. This crowd, the wife, the dog, everyone waiting for the Maytag microwave to produce these 180 calories of abject perfection.
Just thinking, just inhaling, and then blowing it out. And, two-handed. Whoa! Wow! Back into his face, and now Adam doesn't feel so good. Sorry, I love you. Suck it up. Here's a video that you don't want to watch anytime near lunch. This will absolutely light your world up.
7 seconds left. It's happening. Delirium in Solana Beach. Do you believe in afternoon snacking? Yes! Oh my, does that look good? A perfectly microwaved taquito.
Retrieves it, and now is doing the I'm not going to bring. No, psych! Bringing it back, and awfully happy. Here comes the kid. A little bit tentative, wondering what's going on with Dad with a towel around the head and the cucumbers on the eyes. Thank you, son. Let's see what kind of vigor she goes at this with. Yep, no, a gentle touch. A gentle touch. Will he be satisfied? There it is. Justin Thomas, an American treasure. That'll come out in therapy in about 20 to 22 years. Now we've got a false start. We're going to have to bring in Mike Pereira for some sort of rules clarification.
Mismatched gloves as oven mitts. Note the trendy White Claw seltzers perched at the end of the counter. And everyone loves a teapot with an anchor on the front. Courtney is in. Will she? Yes. 2-hand grab of the roasted potatoes. Now it's all about the asparagus. Courtney's got the angle. She's got the pan. It's out of here! Asparagus and potatoes! Asparagus and potatoes!
Now, last week we asked you to send us a video of you interviewing your kids for your job, and you didn't disappoint. Keep them coming, and we'll air them in a few weeks. In the meantime, here's our new request. Send us your best play-by-play of your household activities. The more mundane, the better. Try to keep it under 60 seconds and send it our way at featureus@ucasbeat.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are in, and it's official. UCaaS Connection is the #1 industry-centric 30-minute program on the web. And we could... What's that? Yeah, that's what it says in the prompter. Well, is anyone else doing what we do? No? So then, by definition, we would be #1, yeah? Yeah. Hey, high five. All right. So as I was saying, because of this distinction, we have a lot in common with our next guest. Rob Shelby is here to tell us why Ring Central is the world's #1 business communications platform. And apparently, yeah, no one is disputing that. Rob, welcome to UCaaS Connection. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you so much. Now, Ring Central has been a steady leader in the communication technologies for quite some time, so it would seem safe to say that you've seen a lot of changes in the business landscape, but it's also probably safe to say you've not seen anything like we're seeing right now. So what are businesses looking for right now in this new landscape?
Great question. Yes, you're absolutely right. We've not seen anything like this, thankfully, in our lifetime. And what it is uncovered, when there's adversity, it reveals character, something that I believe in wholeheartedly, and Ring Central's platform has that character. And so feature sets that were in the past of a nice to have, whether it be presence or collaboration tools, video on demand, file sharing, screen sharing, when you're replacing a phone system, have now turned into must have and have to have. And that's kind of flip flopped the sales process. It used to be a handset count and seat count. Now it's how do we show me the collaboration tools to effectively work from home.
Mm-hmm. Now, these changes that you're talking about, they're happening fast, and the need for solutions is happening just as fast. So how fast are RingCentral's deployments?
We can deploy something as fast as 48 hours and have from a contact center space and a UCaaS space. It's really up to the customers. And we're seeing a lot of prospects that had we had an enterprise that had several thousand seats that had a very timed rollout over the course of 2020, and that's been shortened into how fast can we do it, and we're exceeding their expectations. We can roll things out faster than pretty much any customer really needs or can handle, but we've seen definitely a contraction on rollout time schedules and need for service.
Well, with regard to what you just said about that rollout and deployment, does this apply to any business or vertical, or is there sort of a sweet spot for RingCentral?
So there's definitely some sweet spots where we're seeing acceleration in the healthcare space and telemedicine, from small practices all the way to the larger hospital pieces. We've seen some uptick in the law vertical and the finance vertical. But what we've really seen is, enterprises across all verticals recognizing after about 3 or 4 days that work from home off a cell phone, that's not a solution. And everybody likes to always say, well, I want to keep track of your salespeople. Frankly, if you got to keep track of your salespeople, you have the wrong salespeople. It's more of like actually managing the whole enterprise. Everybody's used to, like, if they're in the finance team or accounts receivable, looking and seeing everybody every day. And when you go work from home, you don't have that. So there's no transition. I remotely manage a team and have for a number of years. And I use our tools every single day, whether it's file sharing or team flip group, video on demand. We talk to each other on video all day, every day. This isn't something that's different for us. But if you're in finance at a large enterprise, accounts receivable, like I said, or vendor management, or payroll, or human resources, you need more tools than, hey, you just use your cell phone and good luck. I mean, that's where we're seeing enterprises finally wake up to you can't bring a premise-based phone system home.
Yeah, well, it seems like you just are intuiting my question today as much as Hope was, because you definitely answered the role about how RingCentral assists with that transition with these new ways of doing businesses. But tell me, as we wind this up, what's on the horizon? Sure.
Well, we spent a lot of time, money, and energy on our RingCentral video product that we launched at the end of March. It's something that it's been in the works for several years, and we're really, really, really proud of it. And if you haven't seen it, we'd love to show you. It's embedded with the platform, and we're just so excited about what it brings to the table.
Well, Rob, thanks so much for your time today. I hope you guys are staying safe, and we'll talk to you soon, yeah?
Sounds good. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Well, there he goes, Rob Shelby, Regional Vice President of Channel Sales for RingCentral. Now, if you would like to be a featured guest on UCaaS Connection, let us know. We're here to help you tell your story. You can visit us at ucasbeat.com or through our UCaaS Connection social media pages. You can request an interview, submit stories, updates, big wins, or anything else that's newsworthy by emailing us at featureus@ucasbeat.com. These are your stories, and this is your show. Now, before we sign off, we've got Hope Davo back to rejoin us about an exciting addition to our program. So let's just jump right in here. Hope, what's going on?
Yeah, so first of all, thanks for having me today. And I look forward to joining every couple of weeks to dive a little bit deeper into some of the best practices as it pertains to channel sales and marketing, and hopefully provide some value that, we'll be able to tackle some of these important topics. And so stay tuned.
So what I'm hearing is we are going to be hanging out together every couple of weeks.
It sounds that way.
Well, They see us on camera side by side. As far as they know, you could be right next door to me. But that's fantastic. Now, in addition to your news segment, we'll continue to deliver more stories and more guests. But make no mistake, you are our only hope. You are our only hope. Really, a Star Wars reference, guys? Come on. I'm so sorry. I did not write that. Please forgive me.
I assure you, I've never heard that one before.
I'll bet you haven't. You are a good sport, Hope Davo, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.
See you then.
Did we post that job opening for a writer? Because we really need to get on that like pretty quickly. But anyway, that's going to be it for today, my friends. I'm Larry Brantley. Thank you so much to our guests, Rob Shelby, Rob DeVita, and of course, Hope Davo. Until then, keep your distance, stay safe, but always, no matter what, stay connected.